It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
On the ready. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. 6-6. Pull it high.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check 26. Check 26.
Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Spear. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
You draw corner.
Check 3. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hey.
Roy.
Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Wagner. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hayes. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
First down, Washington.
Got it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now a give right side. It's Green. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Set. 60 or.
I got you. Quick dance.
Smooth.
Watch the twins.
Check 93. Go.
Off the play fake. Wagner. Hard throw, incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about it. Let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
60 Pittsburgh. Chopper.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field.
Here we go.
We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 15, check 15.
Let's go.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him, really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
So maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And some room to work. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Redskins 14, Jets nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He's going to air one out. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Joseph. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Quick hitch complete. It's Wilkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll look to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. 10 Tucson. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, you got deep? Echo. Hey, watch that. Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Sanders. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Sanders got it. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
General West. Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw. Wagner. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Greystone, travel.
Check now.
Five. Hey.
Motion, check. Shift.
Snap.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Back to throw. Wagner. Over the middle, complete. It's Garner. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On the set. Pilot, 64, weak.
Shift. Watch the shift. Alert 3.
Bravo. Yes. Hey, Jet.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Joseph. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
25 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A carry now for Lynch. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, it's Lynch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
You draw quarter. Go, go.
He's coming. We got double up.
On 1st and 10, Wagner. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Redskins 28, Jets 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. And go.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Ready.
On first down, Wagner. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first. Down.
And the Redskin first down.
Set. Protein spill. 8 read. Watch this. Yo, yo, yo. Go. Go. Hey, Haywood. Hit it.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Yo, 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 yo.
Hey, Wahoo.
93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey, check.
Now.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, Second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
54, you're out. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh. Check.
Now back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Kill.
22 jet bomber. Get it.
On 1st down, Winters. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on 2nd down. Bradley. He finds Lynch. It's complete. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shoot.
Hey, exit. No.
Mike 50.
Looking to throw. Bradley. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Crunch time, defense.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Bradley throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Ready?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ramsey. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Down. 18 Gator. 61. Matchbox lights. Dude.
Well, they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
64. Weak. Hey. High 7.
Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Get it.
Back to throw. Bradley. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Sets up 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Hey, Zoo. 6-6. Pull it high.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Shit.
Two draw corkers.
Shit.
Hey, orbit.
Big ass, big ass.
Gone. Look at me. Zipper. And
Now a carry here for the fullback. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
protein spill.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Go.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt. Third down pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rush in. Check it out, read.
Yo, jackrabbit. Lead grip.
On second down now. It's Lynch. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Tighten up.
Smooth.
Looking to throw. Bradley. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Now the ball comes loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Hey!
Kill. Check 31.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, Alpha. Ready.
Now a give, running right is Lynch. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Hadley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Sponge, sponge. Shoot.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Strong right, strong right.
Yes, yes.
Hey, 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 we got 3 down, 3 down.
Now Ledge, he's got it on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Down. 90 Wolf. Hey. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Watch out, watch out.
Bravo.
Watch out.
Get it.
Off play action. Bradley rolling to his right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The 3rd down run gets him nothing. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
What's the ball? Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 37, check 37. Check 43.
Go.
No. Me.
On the ball.
They'll run on first down. Hadley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
X3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hadley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's now 14 games without a win, with time running out to try and get one. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.